What's up, guys? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I wanted to break down what's happening with SPY, Tesla, and the broader markets. I'm going to break down some big news that just came out from Elon Musk that could be affecting Tesla, which you should be watching for as time goes on. Just know that I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I'm saying as financial advice. Anyways, as far as Tesla's going right now, we're just range bound. If you look at the ranges right here, we saw Tesla try to push towards the 320 area as we predicted. But I did warn you guys that there could be a rejection coming here. Tesla started off very strong with a nice push, and the market started off weak, and they kind of switched sides. So that now the market is pushing a lot stronger, and Tesla came down a bit and is kind of consolidating, showing a little bit of weakness. So for now, once again, Tesla's beginning to lose a little bit of strength, and the market's looking a bit stronger, at least technically speaking. Now, despite that, there is still some good news coming out that is very positive for the longer term. Tesla's launching their vehicles in India. They're going to be once again opening their first showroom in the country on July 15th in Mumbai, India. And this is some great news because there's going to be lots of invitations to the launch events. And this is going to be very, very big for them because they could be looking for more audiences that could really help their sales, at least to some extent. So that's very interesting news, at least so far. There's a big event that's going to be taking place on July 15th between 11 o'clock a.m. and 12:30 p.m. local time over there. So that's going to be very important. And we'll see what that leads to. Hopefully, this helps Tesla sales to some extent. Now, Elon Musk has been reposting a lot of things on his X page. Right now, you guys can see the Cybertruck is just getting a lot of attention right now from Elon Musk. This design right here looks pretty cool. I know you guys can see this little video right here. So that's pretty cool. If anything, you guys can see what this looks like. But with the Cybertruck getting a lot of attention, I think that's very awesome to see. That's something that we've seen on Elon Musk's X page. He also said that he just had dinner at a retro futuristic Tesla diner and supercharger. The team did a very, very great job at making it one of the coolest spots in LA. So Elon Musk posted these pictures right here. You can see this is what it looks like. It's actually very futuristic looking, very, very cool. And this could be very useful for people who just want to have dinner while they charge their Teslas. Very, very awesome stuff. I believe there's an Optimus robot inside, so you can see it right over here. There's an Optimus robot right there. I think it's pretty cool as well. It's a very, very good showroom, and it could be very, very useful one day as well. I'm sure one day Tesla's going to be having them working as waiters. Just wanted to put that out there. This is what Elon Musk has been talking about. And then we're seeing him reposting this right here. Once again, another Cybertruck. The design is very simple, but it has very mixed reviews. Some people may not like it. Other people do love it. I would say it looks pretty cool. And if anything, what's awesome about them is the fact that they could be bulletproof. So, cool stuff for those who want that. Very, very awesome, at least nonetheless. So there's all these pictures coming out of Tesla's geofenced area. I don't want to show it for too long, but it's pretty crazy. Elon Musk has been posting a lot of pictures of this, and I just wanted to say that the reason I talk about this is because the geofenced area in Austin, Texas, is going to continue to expand, and it's just going to expand more and more and more as time goes on. Eventually, it's going to be reaching Arizona potentially, and then we're also going to be looking for the robotaxi to eventually make its way to California. In Austin, Texas itself, the geofenced location is going to keep on growing and growing as we start to see more robotaxis be driven around there, do deliveries all over the place. That's going to be very, very important for Tesla moving forwards to help bring in more revenue as they're continuing to experiment and improve the safety features. So, very awesome stuff with the robotaxi. Can't wait to see how it's going to be growing as time goes on. And once again, very, very awesome stuff. Finally, Elon Musk said that he just left the Tesla design studio. It's the most epic demo ever by the end of the year. He said ever, so he's very, very excited about that. So it's cool stuff as well for Tesla. So great things we're hearing from Elon Musk, at least so far. So I just want to say one more thing about Elon. Then I'm going to break down more things about the charts. The thing about Elon is that he's known for being very distracted by politics, wanting to do all these different things. And I did notice that a couple of days ago, we just would not see him really tweeting much about Tesla. We wouldn't really see much about Tesla on his X page. It was just politics, 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 especially last week when he was talking more about forming his own political party. But as of recent, from the weekend to now, he's been talking a lot about Tesla and the Cybertruck and their new features. He also mentioned that Tesla is going to be potentially putting up a vote for shareholders if they want to be investing in XAI. So that's another very, very big move. So I do like the fact that he's talking more about Tesla again. So hopefully he does continue this and we just see him very, very engaged. Can't wait to see what happens with earnings in less than 2 weeks from now. It's also going to be very, very big for Tesla. So that being said, let's talk about this. What's going on with Tesla? So as you know, we got this pump in the morning all the way up towards the 320 area. And we got a rejection. So we're just range bound right now. It's very simple. So as Tesla basically pushes down, we have support right here at 313. Then we could bounce to about 315, back down to 313, back up. So it's just kind of chopping like this. I think we're going to likely continue this. We might try to break out higher if we could get back above 315 and hold there. Yes, it could be trying to bounce back up. But if we lose 312, then expect this to start dumping towards 310 or below. So my anticipation is that there's going to be a lot of chop on Tesla just like this. We're going to likely continue to just chop around, not really do a whole lot. And there's not really much going on with it. SPY, on the other hand, is trying to bounce a bit. We're going to see if this can get back above 625 to bounce or not. I do want to note that this kind of resembles a head and shoulders like pattern and the double top we were talking about, but there's no guarantees yet because SPY is still range bound. As we hit 620 for the last couple of days, we're bouncing. So look at the last like 4 or 5 days off 620, we're bouncing, 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 and bouncing. But as we get close to 625 to 627, we like to reject in that range. So it's basically like a bounce, rejection, bounce, rejection, bounce, rejection, bounce. Keep that in mind for SPY. We're just range bound. Now we're trying to hold up right here. If we lose 622, we're looking for a bigger dip to 620. But if we break 625, we're looking for an attempt to get to all-time highs. Keep in mind there's also a gap up here to fill. So we'll see if that gap gets filled or not. There's some data coming out. It's very minor data that's come out involving bill auctions, but tomorrow we do have CPI, so we'll see how that ends up affecting things. On the QQQ, it's the same thing. We're also range bound. We're near all-time highs again. If we lose 552, we're looking more bearish, but if we break past 557, we're more bullish. Otherwise, we're just going back and forth between those levels, and we could be looking for an attempt to push higher. As long as we don't lose 553.8, we're still favoring, another attempt for all-time highs. For the IWM, we look a bit more bullish. We were talking about how it had this falling wedge and we're breaking out so far. If we lose 222, this could be dipping back down towards the lows. As long as we're above this, we're going to be favoring an attempt to 223.5 or above. ES looks more bullish. Now, if we were to lose 62.86, we're looking for a dump, but we're favoring the lower 6300s. NQ looks a bit more bullish, so long as we don't end up losing basically 22,900. I think we're looking quite strong. We're favoring an attempt to get back up towards the highs. We're range bound near 23,000 we like to reject, but also around 22,800 we like to bounce. For Bitcoin, we're dipping right here. We're going to see if we get back above 120,500. If not, we could be dipping to about 119,000. Tesla, like I said before, is kind of weak. We're just kind of chopping around. If we lose 312, we're looking for a bigger dump to 307. But if we break and hold above 315, we're looking for a rebound. It might consolidate, and we'll see if we rebound or not. But right now, it's just range bound. Nvidia is bouncing for now. I want to see us get back above 166 to push more. It might try to push for 166, and we'll see if it breaks or not. Apple's going to try to test 210, and we're going to see if it rejects or not. Coinbase is just kind of choppy right here. If we lose 391, we're looking for a bigger dump. But if we break above 398, we're looking for a push. Amazon's looking quite good here. We could be dipping back down towards 225. We're going to see if we hold support or not. Meta is kind of consolidating. As long as we don't lose 719, we could be dipping to like the 720 area and see if buyers defend. Google's consolidating. We're going to see if we bounce back up to about 182. And Microsoft is also dipping right here, so be very, very mindful of that. We're going to see if 501 holds, so it's also very range bound. So that being said, I thank you all so much for listening. Keep in mind the VIX has like a big gap to fill down here, which could be indicative of more potential upside for the markets. So the broader markets do look a little bit more in favor of bulls, but Tesla is just choppy, range bound for now. There's not really much coming out in terms of news. Much of the news has been kind of priced in. So we're just going to wait and see what happens. So be prepared for more chop. Anyways, that's it for this one. Thank you for listening and peace out.